Why was sex illegal outside of marriage? Did you know that in the early 1900s, sex outside of marriage could actually get you arrested in parts of the United States? It might sound unbelievable today, but for much of American history, laws existed that made sex outside of marriage illegal. These laws were called Fornication laws and Cohabitation laws, and they were based largely on the moral and cultural values that shaped early society. But why would a government regulate something so personal? The reason had to do with how people viewed sex and family. For most of human history, sex wasn't just seen as a casual activity. It was tied directly to commitment, family structure, and raising children. Marriage created a stable environment where children could be supported, protected, and raised by both parents involved. Because of this, many societies viewed sex as sacred, something meant to happen within a lifelong commitment rather than outside of it. So laws were created to reinforce that structure. The goal wasn't simply to control behavior, it was to protect the family unit, which was seen as the foundation of society. But over time, cultural values began to change. Starting in the 1960s and 1970s, attitudes toward relationships, sexuality, and personal freedom started shifting dramatically. Many of these laws were eventually struck down or stopped being enforced, with courts arguing that private relationships between consenting adults should not be regulated by the government. Since then, relationships and dating culture have evolved significantly. Some people argue that removing these social structures led to greater personal freedom and equality. However, the numbers showed that when traditional guardrails disappeared, relationships became more fragile, with higher divorce rates, more casual dating, and less long-term commitment. So the real question isn't just about old laws, it's about something deeper. What role should commitment, responsibility, and family play in modern society? Because the way a culture answers that question can shape generations. What do you think? Were those laws protecting society or limiting personal freedom? And how do we justify the degradation of relationships in society today?